Your mother asked me to, talk to you all and explain some things to you. Now, some of these things are going to be a little bit difficult to hear and hard to understand at first, but once you hear everything, I think it'll explain a lot of things. It'll make sense of a lot of things. First, your grandmother, Anne, is not dead.
What?
Grandma's alive. Mom and Dad have gone to Chicago to see her, Ridge.
What the hell are you talking about? They buried her.
We didn't go to the funeral.
No, but I remember Mother describing the funeral in detail.
No, she never really died.
Why would Mother tell us that Grandmother was dead?
Well, you know, there's always a little bit of truth in every lie. The fact is, your mother needed to cut her out of her life.
That's ridiculous. It's unbelievable is what it is, because Mother adored her. According to Mother, she was the perfect wife, the perfect mother. She held her up as an example ad nauseum.
That was a coping mechanism. See, some of the things from your mother's childhood were too painful for her to carry into her adult life. So she needed to recreate a false, idealized childhood in order to survive emotionally. And then what makes it worse is her sense of self was damaged because she asked for help and she never got it. Your mother was abused as a child by her father.
Grandpa abused my mother?
You know he was a very powerful man. He had a very quick temper and very high expectations of his first child, who he wanted to carry on his name. He also had a drinking problem.
You know, I don't remember that.
He thought he was grooming his daughter by making her a little bit tougher and stronger. Look, I'm not trying to excuse his behavior. He beat her.
He beat her?
Yeah, he did. A lot. She'd bring home her report card, or he'd give her some tasks to do, and if she didn't do it perfectly, he'd beat her. She was constantly put in no-win situations. But I just hope maybe this can help you all understand why Stephanie has always gone too far with you, why she's always tried to be so overprotective that she was just trying to give you the protection that she never had. I know all of this is really difficult for you to hear, but I'm hoping it can help you understand why your mother's always tried to control your lives, because she never had control herself as a little girl. And she will get better. She just needs to confront these issues. That's why she went to Chicago with your father. She's talking to her mother right now.
What good would that do, though? Grandfather's dead.
Taylor, what did he do to her?
He physically abused her. I'm talking about bruises. I'm talking about blows that ripped flesh away. I'm talking about a little girl who was so humiliated to even go to gym class and change her clothes because she didn't want people to see the marks on her body. And she was actually trying to protect him. She didn't want anybody to know what he was doing.
So she set out to be the exact opposite kind of parent to us. Whatever we did was right. She wouldn't even let anybody correct us. Pretty much everything we asked for we got. And we thought that was love.
It was, Rich.
I never even thought about the amount of pain that might be behind something like that. You telling me that she's been carrying all this around silently all these years?
Until today.
What does Mother want from Grandmother now?
She needs to confront her with some questions. Questions like why she didn't protect her.
Are we sure that Grandmother even knew?
Oh, how could she not know?
Because not every mother's like ours. Mom knew when we'd sneeze a block away.
Your grandmother knew.
Wish I knew. All those years I battled with Mom. Me and my tough self standing up to my overbearing mother. Because I had all the answers. The rebellious child, yeah, right. I think the truth is that I was just a brat. Always butting heads with her. Pushing my mother further and further away from me. Why didn't I appreciate her? I mean, I should have. She was there for me always. Always. And now, I get it. I know why she was so determined to give me the love and attention that she never had. You know, Mom spent all these years making sure that we were the kind of people who were self-assured and strong so that it couldn't happen to us. What happened to her? If I was so damn smart, why didn't I see it?
Because we only saw what she wanted us to see. Mother in her glory.